Okay. How we doing, Jason? How we doing, Swansea? Good morning. Just posting the live right now. I kind of got an idea of what I'm looking for. I'm gonna tell y'all in a second. Bro, these corny ass audios that fucking TikTok gives me before I make a post is like hilarious. Whoa, I meant to put that in my story. Okay. All right. All right. We got some people in here, so I'm just go straight to the analysis. I'm really appreciative of the fact that like now when I go live, I just like I don't even have to really like post the link as much anymore because like there's like a couple of y'all loyal ones that just pop in here regardless. Like once I go live, I really appreciate y'all. So let's get straight into it, right? We took out this previous day high. Okay. We took out this previous day high. We don't have any other buy side targets. Check the 4 hour. Again, we already swept the buy side. We have no buy side targets. Let's check if there was SMT on any of these highs. 6 p.m. wasn't taken, but was taken by 10 p.m. and every other candle after it wasn't. Let's see ES. 6 p.m. was taken and no other candle was taken after that. Okay. Um, I was hoping for an SMT or something up there, but let's just check the 1 hour. Okay, so these are some reasonable lows, I guess. Did we have SMT at these lows? Let's check. So we have 4 a.m. took every candle before, and 6 p.m. and then wasn't taken by 5 a.m. 4 a.m. took every candle before and took all the way up until 1 p.m. Thursday. Let me check that on ES again. Okay, so there's some sort of SMT here, I believe. Does it show on the 4 hour? NQ took 2 p.m. here. What's up, Akash? I need one more win to pass my eval. Good luck, Brody. Longs look great on ES. I'm trying to figure out which direction I want to take right now. It's because I honestly, I'm trying to see. For once, like in the morning, can like I find a clear bias? Because I usually just wait for it open and then I take whatever the model shows me. If it makes sense with the draw. Let me just take a look at the 15-minute real quick. So we took Asia on ES, London still intact. We have PM and lunch lows intact from yesterday. So that's New York AM. On what's it called again? NQ, we left the lunch lows, we took the PM low. We have SMT there, I guess, but that's not the highest probability SMT. What's up, DJ Lay? Yo, if you're new, I'd appreciate hearing where y'all came from. If y'all came from my TikTok, if y'all found my YouTube, Instagram, whatever. Also, if y'all could leave a like on the stream, it really helped me out. I really appreciate all of y'all because I feel like I'm building a little community here. This is Damon from the Discord. All right, what's up, man? Yeah, I do remember you messing. Yeah, that was like a couple, like yesterday, I think. Yeah. Okay, so honestly, in my opinion, I want to see. Let me check what the 850 macro did. So I just realized I didn't get on stream until like it was starting. So 850 started. We've just been shopping. Very nice. Okay, so I'm gonna be waiting till New York open. But 4-hour NQ took the 2 p.m. candle. Let's see what you're talking about. Yeah, I seen that. NQ took this and ES didn't. There's the SMT there. So that's a 4-hour SMT. And then like a 15-minute breaker would make things clear, but we don't have one. Like the previous swing high, like let me just make sure. Swing high, swing low. I don't even want to call this a swing high. Then a swing low. Like that doesn't look clean. Oh wait, I'm on ES. That's why it looks like that. I'm tripping. My fault. All right. Swing high, swing low. Again, like I don't really want to call this a swing high, but it kind of is. Swing low. Then close above here. -2 lines up here. I'm not sure how confident I am in taking that. I'm not saying it can't hold. I'm not saying it will. Ideally, of course, I just want another clean day where I see price clearly manipulate at open, like get a clear Judas swing at open, and then we distribute. And ideally, okay, I was gonna say ideally I would like that move to be up so then I could short because I did want to like I don't really want to long knowing that we have like no buy side targets. And I know like for the past day it's kind of just been screaming don't short, but honestly, man, that could be wrong. We just took out this London low. I'm gonna check if ES did the same. Yeah, ES is close to it. Because I'm unsure if that 4-hour SMT will hold, given that the low isn't like an internal low. Like, I'm not saying it can't. I'm just saying like it's not like a prominent high or low that we're having SMT on. It's just a 4 hour candle, which is usually significant, but stream delayed. Do you mean like me starting it delayed, or is like my actual stream like delayed like by like a couple minutes or seconds? I'm probably not gonna get the answer to that question for another 5 minutes if it's that bad. I'll see what I could try to do about it, but honestly, like I don't think actually yeah, I'll try to get it as like undelayed as possible. But I think there's always going to be like some sort of delay with the stream. But I'll do my research on. I'll do my due diligence, see if I can get that figured out. It would be a huge concern for me if I was like a signal service, you know? I don't consider myself a signal service, so but in general I do want to have like the highest quality stream at some point, so I will look into that. This looks like a gap that what's his name? Dodgy would long. Just had session SMT, V shape, inverse the gap. He's longing it. And then, after you hit the internal high, you put your stop break even, target here and here. I would enter after we close above this high, giving us the breaker. If we would want to do that. Actually, yeah, this was printed in the macro, 901. Okay, so now I'm starting to see reason for longs. We have a 4-hour SMT there, right? Okay, so now we have two 4-hour SMTs. We have a 4-hour SMT on these lows, 4-hour SMT on these lows. I would need a 15-minute breaker. Let's see if we have a 15-minute swing, right? Oh, closing, swing high, swing low, swing high. We close above here, we have our 15-minute swing. And what does that projection line up with? -2 is above here, but we're not really worried about using the, what's it called again? The 15-minute projection. I just wanted to see where it was. I like how clean it is. We have this swing high here still. Let's see where this projection lines up with. -2 is just above, just below, not just below, but like in the middle of Asia session, which I don't find ridiculous. And yeah, I'm liking this so far. I'm not gonna lie. Let's see how many ticks this is. I would take a shot at this probably. Only 110 ticks for the stop loss. Let's divide it right now. 450. Let me just do 460 divided by 110 ticks, right? Yeah. 4.1. So I would use 8 contracts. So 8 micros if I'm risking 450. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. All right. I would wait for the close above here. This is actually a pretty high probability. Yo, this nigga needs to shut up. Oh my god. Yeah, I see why. What's it called again? I think this is a high probability long if we get the confirmation I want. Also, was this a time-based change in state delivery? No, it wasn't. I mean, it could be. I'm not sure. I gotta talk to Jay about that. But I'm liking these longs. I just need to see the breaker form. This was Dodgy's entry. This would be my entry. I don't know where he's TPing, but I would TP up here. Honestly, I don't see longs here. London low comes first on ES. Um, that's why I'm saying like I'm waiting for the confirmation. Like this SMT doesn't mean anything without the breaker to me. Like if we have this session SMT, like that's why I said, oh, probably Dodgy. Wait, went the wrong way. That's why I said probably Dodgy would go in on these longs here. Like you see the SMT, you see the inverse gap, someone like that would probably just long it. But I wait for the breaker because to me, I like the breaker is my confirmation. That's basically it. SMT is the signal, and the breaker is the confirmation. I don't take anything until I get the breaker. So yeah, I could see the SMT not holding and us falling shorter. But I'm also preparing for the idea that if the SMT holds, and in my opinion, it holds when we get a breaker. So that's all I was doing. I'm not 100% taking longs until I see the confirmation. Because by that point, then I really don't have a choice. It's my model, and if it's the high probability criteria, I can't not take it. Unless if there's like other discretion. And usually that discretion would stop me from taking that trade in the first place. So, and honestly, I do want to see shorts, but it's just kind of hard to see. Like, actually, I don't want to say that because I do see us possibly taking previous day. Like that's not ridiculous to me, but just the way it looks on the 4 hour makes it look like it's high resistance liquidity. But maybe I shouldn't look at it on the 4 hour. I should look at it on like even on the 1 hour it looks high resistance, but it's possible to take it. We can still take it. Again, I'm just waiting for one of my models to present, and then I'll take it if it makes sense with what I believe the draw is or whatever price is doing at the time. How we doing, Matt? It's been a minute. Yo, I keep saying been a minute like I don't see y'all like very often in my stream. I'm bugging. Yo, if I posted a TikTok, would y'all be able to rush it really quick? Because I have a post that I think is could go viral, but I want to get like some likes on it. Not like the moment I post it. Your boy, Jude. What's up, Jude? Oh, I have to send you my chart colors. Give me a second. I'm gonna go on my phone right now and do that. If I can remember how to pull up chart colors on mobile. I appreciate that. I'll post it around 10:10. Oh, you don't have to hit it on your alt accounts. Don't worry about the alt accounts. I really appreciate that, but don't even worry about that. Cause like what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to like make sure my audience is as organic as possible. I haven't like really self promote outside of like my relative circle, and outside, like I'm trying to make sure every follower I have, every like I have is genuine, so that like, because I see a whole bunch of people on the internet who come out with like who have like thousands of followers and get like no likes, and people might take that as a sub, but I'm not talking about anyone in specific. I'm talking about in general. I see this pretty often. All right, so if the dick fits, suck it, but that's I'm not trying to be like that. You know what I mean? All right, so I think I don't know if this breaker is gonna form or not. Let's see if it posts. Double tap the charts. Okay. Bro, can I? Yeah, my chart's bugging out. Not my chart, but my trading view on my phone isn't letting me pull up the chart colors. Like I'm double tapping it. Um, Yo, could I hit you after the stream? Do you sell a course or something like that, or nah? Nah, I'm not selling anything right now. Like I had a like I'm gonna give y'all a history. I used to teach completely for free. Like anytime someone had a question about it, this like whether they were new or wanted to know my model or whatever, I taught it completely for free. And this was even after I had like some payouts, right? And then I think it was May where I started getting like too many messages of people trying to hop on free calls, and most of the time, like after I do these free calls or whatever, I'll teach them whatever and I'll never hear from them again. Or like I'll teach them whatever and like they won't take it seriously. So I took a payment from like three people like to teach them, and I'm not taking on any more people because teaching is like harder than people say. I'm not selling a course. I told them that I'm gonna like mentor them until they're profitable. And if they don't like what they got, they can get a refund because I'm taking the money to know that you're serious. And then on top of that, like I really don't care for them. Like I charge them $75, bro. $75 is like pocket change. And I said I'll offer you a refund if you don't like it, whatever. I'm just here to make sure that you're not wasting your time. You don't feel like you're wasting your time. Well, I don't feel like I'm wasting my time because I'm not gonna lie. I've like gone on calls with like so many people. Yeah, this is an indicator that shows like the London highs, London lows by the indicator. So, and then Asia is the blue. PM session is purple. Lunch session is yellow. AM green. This is my favorite indicator ever. Holy shit, bro! I forgot to turn off my Discord notifications. It's taking forever for this breaker to get confirmed, which I kind of don't like. But if it gets confirmed, I'm gonna take it. I'm not gonna lie. Let me see what YM is doing. YM is also just sitting in this range. And also just does it show the opening times too? Is it free? Because I'm trying to get that shit. Yeah, it shows the opening times. Like you see this digital open, that's 6 p.m. So that's the daily opening. That's where the daily candle opens. You can set up the 9:30. You can set up the midnight. You can do anything, bro. And you can like set it up yourself. Like it's custom. Um, these are my settings for it, by the way. And then these are the times you can add, and you can just adjust it. And by the way, just to add on to do you sell a course or something like that? I'm posting because I want to get an audience, just because, I'm just building a personal brand in general. Like I like entertaining people. I like going live. I like talking to chats, So, like, I would, if it was really up to me, I would be gaming and streaming. But I know gaming and streaming isn't going to pull no views. I know trading and streaming does, by default. If you're live and you know what you're doing and you're trading, people are going to tune in. And I'm trying to hopefully transfer some of my audience from there into like whatever else I want to do, you know? And that's my motive behind this, not really to sell courses or to become a guru like that. Like I make enough money from the charts to not care to be doing that. And if y'all are in my close friends, y'all know I really don't be giving a fuck about the YouTube shit, bro. But I'm gonna be trying to post. I'm gonna post at some point. I really don't like how long it's taking for this breaker to confirm, bro. And now I'm afraid that like since it's 9:20, we might confirm this breaker. I don't know if we're just gonna auto cook it because usually the 9:20 breakers sometimes just get auto cooked. But since it was printed in the macro, and I think the draw is valid, I'm just gonna take it because I don't think. Let me look at the rest of the checklist, right? I don't believe there's any reasonable draws below, especially in the 4 hour, right? On the daily, yeah, the previous day low, but that's all the way down here. We're at the bottom of a range, so it's not like it's ridiculous to long. We're not exactly. Actually, no, we're kind of. Um, okay, it's not terrible chop. Even on the 15 minute, the next low is here. What's up, Bash? I'm not even gonna mark it out. I'm not even gonna mark out the breaker. If it pops up, it pops up. Yo, I appreciate y'all. We got 14 in the live right now. Thank y'all for tuning in. I'd appreciate if y'all drop a like. If you're new, please subscribe. Try to go live as often as I can. Also, I have like no specific time that I go live. It's just around 8:45 to 8:55, depending on how I feel when I wake up. You know what I mean? And how long it takes for me to like get myself ready. Yeah, of course, man. This is honestly like my favorite indicator. And honestly, this indicator improved my trading like crazy because I've never been able to more clearly see SMT. If we have London SMT, all I have to do is open up the 15-minute chart and see which asset took the red and which asset didn't. Clear as day. It takes you 2 seconds to spot the London SMT now. Same thing with Asia. You want to see if we took the Asia high or low, just check the blue lines and it's right there. And then you have PM session, which isn't that relevant, but it's there. And then you have lunch session, which I actually like a lot. I'll tell you guys right now. Wait, let me look. Sorry, I have to keep looking at the 1 minute. Um, I'm not in longs right now. There's no breaker. Okay, yeah. But what's it called again? I'll tell y'all right now. One of my favorite setups is a lunch is a lunch raid. If we have SMT at the lunch highs and a breaker forms, I will probably target those lunch lows. All right. Now, obviously, it's better to just target the -2 projection, but sometimes you could see this liquidity pairing. Let's take the 12 o'clock high, target the 12 o'clock hour low. So, just put y'all on sauce there. I think I have an example of that somewhere back here, but I'm not going to do that right now because market opens in 3 minutes. I mean, market's gonna do what it does, you know what I mean? Like if it just shoots up, I'll just call it. Actually, I'm not gonna call it a day because of that. But I'll see what else there is, you know. Ideally, of course, if we're gonna pump, I would want to see us confirm the breaker first at least, and then, come up. But we'll see what happens. And I've honestly been thinking about taking a break. You know, I've been going crazy this entire July. I was thinking of taking a break for like the last week and then coming back in August, resuming where I left off. So honestly, I wouldn't even mind not taking a trade today. Like I really wouldn't mind. I've been trading since March 2023. That's when I opened my first options account. I took my first options trade on March 20 something of 2023. And honestly, I was bullshitting. Like I was trying to learn, but I was bullshitting because like no one was teaching me what I needed to learn. Like I didn't really know how to use ICT concepts. I didn't know what a model was. I didn't know what SMT or any of the basic good PD arrays were. And then it took me all the way up until I think middle of summer for me to start learning something that actually like kind of worked. It was data. I was trading data, order flow. If any of y'all heard about it, fractals. That's what I was doing. But then like I started feeling like I don't want to have to rely on like a third party system to trade, unlike the ICT concepts where I can just read it, right? So then some of y'all might recognize this name. This guy named Jacob Speculates. This was years ago. Yes, Jacob Speculates. He actually taught me my first model, and that was in about November, September 2023. And what's it called? Basically, that's what started me to like get good at trading. You know, I learned that model. I back tested it. My biggest issue after I learned it was just psych. And in April, I got funded after I got over all those psych issues. And then my first payout was in May 2024. And then I got a couple payouts. And then I fell into another stump because that model that he had showed me, like I was just pattern trading it. It definitely still works. It's just like I would have to find the new framework for it. And then it took me a while to find a new model, and then I met Jay eventually, and then he taught me the breaker model, and then the rest is history. So now it's 9:30 open. Let's lock in. Okay. Very interesting. So we didn't confirm the breaker, and I didn't long. That's exactly why we wait for confirmation. See what ES is doing. ES didn't even take these lows, so we have double SMT now, session SMT and this SMT. But let's see if it holds. Let's see what we do. What are we gonna do with that? Let's check what YM is doing. The only asset to pump up in the beginning, I believe. Yeah, because even ES didn't do that. So I'm waiting for the first fair value gap to print now. I honestly used to be so tense at 9:30 waiting for it, but I was like, it's not even gonna form at least until 9:32. So and we haven't printed a breaker yet either. Okay, so ES is still lagging. We have NQ taking these lows, ES not doing so. ES also not taking these London lows. Waiting to see if we print a first fair value gap to the upside or form a breaker to confirm that we are in fact bullish or not. The breaker I would look for is swing high. There is no swing low after that, so it would have to be a close above here if I were to long. I'm not going to take anything if it's not clear. Wow, we have 22, like around 20 people in the live. I really appreciate every single one of you guys tuned in. I gotta start turning on the game again. Getting on Black Ops 3 while I wait for market open, bro, because Alright. We got NQ pushing up here. But let's see if we actually do something with this. Don't tell me this is gonna be the first gap, right? Don't tell me. Well, if this is gonna be the first gap, I'll wait for this to be the breaker. Either way, I'm gonna hop in these longs. All right, so they didn't let that be the first gap. That's cool. Oh wait, I'm looking at YM. I'm tripping. I thought that was ES that just took the London low. All right, yeah, ES didn't take it, and it also just had double SMT. So you got SMT at these lows. Now it's a 15-minute SMT. Wow, what a very unexciting open. All right, let me just make sure something really quick. NQ didn't come and take this 924 high. ES, it looks like it's happily about to do so. Yeah. Yeah, not likely. Yeah, I don't think it'll take it, but we'll see. All right, swept, and NQ just did the same. Perfect. It looks like this might be the first gap. We might get a first fair value gap and a breaker trade in the same go. I would just take it off the breaker. Have just so I could have a safer stop loss. If I wanted higher R, I would take it off the first fair value gap, but I don't really care for R right now. 130. Let me just start preparing. 460 divided by 130. 3.5, perfect. So 7. I would need 7 MNQ. 7 MNQ, what? That's 375.75. 7.5, 7.5, 4.3. Let's just wait for the confirmation now. That's all we're waiting for. You gotta wait for the confirmation, or else you're not doing nothing. Okay, so NQ just came up and swept this high, and then now we're coming back down into this range. ES swept the same high, as well as 903. Where is 903? Yeah, we swept the same here. And now NQ seems to be coming down, which is... I just don't know what's going on here. Didn't confirm the breaker. We had SMT at the lows. There's no SMT at the high. There's still no first fair value gap yet. But it looks like we're actually about to make one here. Like, no, regardless, no way we don't. Holy shit. All right, so triple SMT here. Or are we just bearish? I think we just want previous day low. We might just end up just wanting previous day low. Oh, it looks like ES might come and take it. Yeah. Let me mark out this gap. Now I have like a split second to decide if I'm gonna short it or if I'm gonna take it regular. Or long it inverse. Yo, ES still hasn't taken these lows, and I'm remembering what happened last time. So I think I'm gonna wait. Part of me believes that this can hold short, but I don't want to try that when I have SMT at these lows. And we just swept these lunch lows from yesterday. So we have lunch low SMT, London low SMT, low at here, lows SMT here. We have SMT here. Like we have 4 different bullish SMTs happening at once. And ES still isn't showing any sign of wanting to come down. ES is inversing its first fair value gap. I'm calling this shit out like a commentator. Let me see what this would be like if I long this. 123 times 460 divided by 124. 3.7, so 5. So 5 cons at 361.75. I mean 7 cons at 361.75. Stop at the low. This holds short, I wouldn't be surprised. We have previous day low right here. But at the same time, like, we have so much SMT that I just don't believe it's worth trying to short it. And now let me look at the 15-minute, because this is, let me see if we have a 15-minute breaker up here. This 100% already hit its projection. Like 100%. I don't even have to measure it. 1 hour, even on the 1 hour. I mean, like, this would be the swing low, but like I don't really pay attention to 1 hour breakers, and there's no daily SMT, so yeah. So like regardless, like yeah, I'm not. There's just no way I can short this with confidence. I'm not saying it can't hold because it's just like I just can't short it with confidence, especially after yesterday. You know, if we have SMT at the lows and we just swept liquidity, all this, like, why would I try to short it if I don't have like a high probability breaker above here? It's not like we have previous week high, previous day high SMT, and a 15-minute breaker to the downside with a projection that's like incomplete. It's just nothing else. I'm realizing that I low key like if we as traders like showed like our videos to like any like person who doesn't do this, like, it sounds like we're speaking an entirely different language. Like it's an entirely different language. Like what did I just say, bro? Incomplete projection, 15-minute SMT, 15-minute breaker, high probability. Bro, what are you talking about? I want a long, but I gotta wait for the first serve value gap to get inversed. And I'm hoping it doesn't just fake me out, you know? Most ideally, I would want to see us form the breaker here. But we might do that at 950. Yeah, we might end up doing that at 950. Actually, I'm already starting to see how this plays out. If we're bullish. Yeah. If we're bearish, I'm extremely confused because like why are we not taking lows on ES? Like why are we allowing the SMT to hold if we're actually bearish? The only reasonable draw I see right now is this previous day low, which is a concern for me. That's the only thing that's turning me off from longs. Previous day low is right here. If we get stopped out, it's because we want previous day low. Okay. All right, I'm taking a shot. I'm taking a shot at it. 2R would be no. Let me just target London highs. Bro, there's someone in my fucking house doing like some sort of construction. I'm very sorry if you hear that buzzing, bro. Let me set an alert at ES London highs because if ES take these highs, I have to be concerned. I'm not gonna actually. I'm gonna set two. One here. One here. YM already touched London highs? Question mark. This is just really weird now. Do we have news today? We had orange folder at 8:30. See if we can confirm this breaker. If anything, I honestly wouldn't mind if we hold out and wait till 950 to confirm it because that makes it even higher probability since it was in the macro. But either way, it should be fine because it was printed at 935. Swing high was printed at 935, which isn't the 20 to 40 930 window. Now I'm talking about concepts that ICT hasn't even talked about, but we'll get to that in posted videos. I appreciate you tuning in, which are from across the world. I'm gonna move my stop break even not after this high, but after this high. All right, again, the only reason we lose, like the only reason we lose is if we want previous day low. That's it. Like if we just want a previous day low and we create this IFVG, had all that SMT, faked out almost having a breaker. If we did all of that just to want a previous day low, you know, it is what it is. Right? I manage my risk. It's fine. You know, I'm not gonna trip. What was my entry off of? So we have this is the first fair value gap that was presented. So I take an entry off of based off this. I took it on the inverse because we have London SMT. NQ took these London lows without ES doing anything. We also had a 15-minute SMT at open. We didn't. We took these lows and ES didn't. And then we came down again, and then NQ took these lows, this lunch low from previous day, and ES didn't either. So we had like 4 or 5 SMTs. And we also have a possible swing breaker here. So like swing low, swing high. We close above here. We have a breaker. Right. And then, yeah, we inverse the gap. So I'm taking it long. And now we just swept the first leg of the fair value gap to the sell side. So anyone who was shorting it just got stopped out. And what's it called again? The only reason I could see myself losing this trade, like the only reason I could see myself losing this trade is if NQ just happened to want the previous day low. Like if we did all of this, like all this SMT, this inverse to first fair value gap, stop out the shorts, right? If we did all of that just to want previous day low, it is what it is. Like that's just gonna be my trade, you know? Whatever, man. Like if NQ wants to do that, yeah, he has it. Y'all got it. I don't care anymore. You know. Let's check the 5-minute. Do we have a 5-minute swing? Swing high, swing low, swing high. Swing. I don't know where the 5-minute swing would be. Whatever. I really don't care. I do care about that 15-minute swing though, which is just right here. If we close above here on the 15-minute, that's beautiful. I think I'm gonna just target London high. Okay, ES is just chopping in general, so now I'm confused. It's not even coming up. Yo, what did he say? Why not target -2 of that 9035 breaker? Oh, you're right. I can target that. I can target that. It's just that like I'm risking 460 and I can only make 900 on my Tradeify, so I can only make 2R. So let me see. 124 to 48 would be the max I can make. Like around there. It's like 245, I think, because I'm risking 460, not 450. Okay. Yeah. Good question. You technically can target this -2, but I also believe it's just a long shot, and I'd rather not wait that long because I'm actually getting my hair done today, so I'm not. I really don't care to be on the charts that long. I'll close at my little even session SMT. Like I really don't care. I just need to make 4,500 before I get my next payout. I don't need to be targeting crazy. I just need to win the trade. All right, we swept these highs. No, we didn't sweep them, but came close to him. Where's ES at? Yo, ES, like stop. ES, stop it. ES, stop it. Just move, bro. Like, what are you doing? Like, what's this barcode here, bro? Are we serious? Are we serious? Like, I want to just move myself to break even safely. I don't like that we have SMT at this. Well, not SMT, but we're about to have SMT at this high. It looks like it at least, bro. Like, let's chill out, please. Are you a full-time trader or trying to become one? I'm trying to become one, but I also don't work a job. Like I'm making enough off of trading right now to pay for whatever I do. Like I don't have like crazy bills because I still live with my parents. I'm only 20 years old, but I'm also like not working because I'm making way more off this than I would if I were to work a regular job. So I'm not gonna sit here and call myself a full-time trader though, because that's not what I want to just say when I'm not making, $10,000 a fucking week. Because most people, when they say full-time trader, they mean I'm making like a couple $100,000 a year. I'm not gonna sit here and act like that, because that's not what I'm doing. Zach, you didn't know that? We're both college students, yes. Let me just multiply this really quick. 357. Oh wait, yeah, 3.5. Wait, 900 divided by 3.5. Let me do 910. 910 divided by 3.5 equals 260. 260. What? That means I need to target up here. I don't like that. Well, how much would I make if I wait 7 times 0.5? That's 3.5. 3.5 times 205. That's more. That's honestly more than enough for me. I can target just the London High and call it a day. Be fine with that. The only thing I'm not liking is ES just struggling so much to come up to these highs. Like we have SMT right now. And you guys know how NQ likes to do me while I'm on stream, bro. Like y'all know this. Y'all know this personally. Y'all have seen this. It's like government mandated. Like once I get close to TP, we have to like start reversing. Government mandated retracement. He needs to put money aside for CG, bro. Chill on the CG. We can't talk about that. Keep that TP, bro. Not on the stream. But nah, CG saved me like months back. I know you're a college student. I didn't know we was the same age. Yeah, we the same age. I'm only 14. Bro, here's my advice to you, bro. Don't try to trade prop firms right now. Just paper trade and learn if you really are interested in this stuff. Paper trade and learn, but enjoy your life, bro. Like you're only gonna be young for so long. You know what I mean? Like I'm really glad I only got started when I was what 17, 18, because if I was worried about this shit from when I was 14, like I would be like low key miserable. You know what I mean? I'm not saying like you can't be happy or you won't find it's regardless, it's your life. You can make your choice. But my personal recommendation is that if you want to learn, go ahead, paper trade. Don't try to force on prop firms to get banned like this one guy I know. He was supposed to get $25,000 in payouts. He's not touching it because he tried to trade underage. Please don't put yourself in that scenario. Man, like that would like literally alter my life. If I was supposed to make 25K as a 16-year-old and I get denied for being a minor, like that would like change my brain chemistry. Yeah, exactly, bro. So if anything, like please, like if you want to learn paper trade, or worst case scenario, or other scenario, trade under your parents' name on their stocks or whatever. Like if they have a live account, but at the same time, like I don't want to be telling you to trade with your parents' live capital as a minor. Like that's scary, bro. Like, and just enjoy your childhood, paper trade, just learn like the general terms and shit, learn some concepts, and save it for the future. Yeah, exactly. Like you don't want to be going through that. You see what Matt's talking about? You don't want to be going through that as a minor, and then you have issues when you are like older, because like the props will just ban you just because, bro. They don't care, because like they don't care. Like they can ban whoever they want. It's a private company. Yeah, man, that was like the entire premise of this trade, basically. Like the London SMT, the session SMT, and the breaker, like that's like 95% of the story. Let's see if I can modify this order fast enough. Okay, we don't have SMT at this high anymore, so that means we're probably good for. Yeah, we're probably good. Let me just change this to full. I'm full TPing. I don't care. I need to hit a full TP on stream for once in my fucking life, right? And let me cancel this limit here. All right, government mandated retracement here. All right, don't be scared though. We're 100% taking London. What's his name? Akash. I know Akash already TP because he's like, yo, whenever I see you on stream, I gotta make sure I TP right before you enter. Right before you close, I gotta close. It's like I know you're not getting that full TP. Not on stream. Not while I'm live. They can't allow that. They can't allow that. Government mandated retracement. I don't even see any gaps we could retrace to. Didn't really make any gaps on the way up here. All right, with that being said, let's put my stop break even. There's no way I'm taking a loss on this trade. There's no way I'm allowing myself to take a loss on this. Not gonna lie. Yo, do I actually just have to stop like target? Like this isn't even 2R. This is literally just London highs. Like, am I asking for too much here? Like, is this being greedy, guys? It's not even 2R greedy. Chat. And by the way, I really appreciate all of you guys that are tuning into the stream. 20 viewers. I don't think I've averaged 20 viewers for this long since I think my first stream. You know, like I really appreciate every single one of you guys that's tuned in, that's hopping into the streams, talking in chat consistently. I appreciate all of y'all, genuinely. I may take shorts after London SMT and call it a day. That's a possibility. That's why I moved my full TP to here because I saw ES was lagging. I was like, I think we might just have London SMT. You know, like, the chances of us having London SMT right now isn't ridiculous. You know, it's not ridiculous to say that. Wick, mark out that 1 hour gap. I'm not worried about the PD arrays really. I'm not worried about this. I mean, like, if it wants to send it back to my break even, whatever. I don't usually don't pay attention to that. Like, because it really would be irrelevant to what I'm trying. Like, if I was taking this off the breaker, I would have entered here, and my TP would be like all the way like up here. But I'm not gonna take it off the breaker. Yo, I need to figure out how to get my screen recording to like not turn off. I'm not even asking for the full 900 that the firm wants from me. I'm literally just taking whatever London high is. 205 times 3.5. Someone do the math. That's like $700, bro. That's not even ridiculous. It's not. 412.5. Here we go. Now we're getting the full TP. Yeah, right here. We ain't scared no retracements. We not scared. We not scared. What is your thoughts on quarterly theory? Definitely a good concept to learn. It just wasn't for me personally because like there's like some quarterly theory doctorates out there that like thrive on perfectionism and I just can't do it. Like it's a little bit Like it could definitely be simple if the right person explained it to me, but there's no one who's gonna explain that to me for free, and I just haven't had like I'm not gonna pay someone to learn something like that when I have something that works. You know, it's the same thing with those standard deviation kits. Like yeah, that shit definitely works. You know, it's just like I'm not gonna pay to learn it when there's simpler things out here that I can learn. Like for example, the first year value gap, I taught that to like 6 people in 20 minutes. You know, it's not hard to explain. So why would I even stress myself out? Did NQ just take the London high and MNQ is not there? What is the London high for MNQ? For NQ, it's 412.5. Yeah, I'll move my TP down 2 ticks. Actually, I won't because it's literally right there, bro. I swear to God, bro. Wait, hold on. What did YM do? YM just took these lows. What the fuck? YM just took previous day low. And where's ES at? Of course, still doing nothing. FFVG, the first serve I got, yeah. That's what I took my entry off of today. And that's what I tell, that's the model I teach to any of my friends who are new or want to learn, like, relatively what I do. Because that's the easiest way to get started with something that works extremely well, as you can see here. Sometimes it gives you high R, sometimes it gives you a 2R. Some days you can hold it for the entire day from 9:30 to 3:30, but those are on trend days, and you have to really know the draw on liquidity. It has to be clear. But Rengo asked Matt, "What's yo Matt? I actually am curious what your model is. I see you be killing it in 9 to 5 all the time. I have no idea what you trade. By the way, is anyone who's watching this stream actually in this long with me? Second stage distribution of a market maker model. I know what a market maker model is, and I think I know what you're talking about, the second stage of distribution. I'm TPing at the London high regardless, and my stop is in profit, bro. Like this is blowing my shit. Like it's literally impossible for me to get a full TP on fucking stream, bro. Like if I cut the stream off right now, the shit would be green as fuck. Matt with the H, did you take anything in New York or did you take something in London? 3R right now sounds crazy off this move, unless if you had like a tight stop. I always put my TP like 5 points below yours, and it usually works. Yeah, if you had you would have you're already cashed out, bro. You're done for the day, bro. You're chilling, bro. NQ Matt is chilling. He knows the strategy, bro. He knows like the government mandated is retracement is right before my TP, so you gotta close right before. Broski cares more about the stream than his trade. I'm hmm. You actually got me thinking, like, what do I care about more? Honestly, like this trade specifically, like I care about more about the stream because y'all been active. We've had 20 people. I've had over 15 people watching this consistently for the past hour. Like that's like such a dub for me. Like I really appreciate that, you know? So I honestly I care more about the stream than this fuck ass trade. You know, it's one trade out of the million trades I'm taking, you know? And honestly, that mentality about this trade, everyone has to keep with trading in general. It's only gonna be one trade, you know, out of like the millions of trades you're gonna take in your career. It's gonna take millions of trades, not millions of trades, but a lot of trades to retire us. So there's never any point in getting fessed up over like one little moment, you know. What the fuck was that candle at 10:07? That was a different type of candle. London on Euro US. Oh, you trade Forex too. I didn't know that. I thought you only trade futures. By the way, you got an X account. I do have a Twitter, but I don't post on it, you know. I have a Twitter where I be bullshitting if y'all want to see me like shit post, but like anything trading related, nah. Because there's honestly, in my opinion, on Twitter, there's just too many of those like tryhards where it's like, yo, you see me, hit the like they act so professional on there, and that's just not who I am. I don't care, like I don't care. Like I be bullshitting, bro. And if you've been on trading Twitter, if you've been on trader Twitter, you know exactly what I'm talking about by that. Like I'm not saying there's anything against like I have nothing, no problem with it. But the sense of professionalism for just clicking buttons and acting mysterious when all we're doing again is clicking buttons on a screen and doing like a little nerdy technical analysis, like it's just corny to me. To me personally, I can't do that. That's not who I am. I don't care for that. That's why I'm so like open with y'all on my Instagram, Twitter. I mean, on my Instagram stories. Like, I let y'all know who I am. I show that I have a personality outside of pressing buttons on a fucking computer, bro. It is funny, Zach, because, like, at the end of the day, like, they're acting all mysterious, and all we're doing is, like, pressing buttons. Like, yeah, there's, like, a significant amount of money involved. But 90% of people on Earth, like, let me not say 90%, that's crazy. Most people just don't give a fuck about that shit. Like, as long as they're making enough for themselves, they really don't care if you're making that much money, bro. Like, a lot of people get it mixed up that they think, like, once they have $1 million, they're on top of the world, which to an extent can be true. But it's just like some people in this world are happy without money. You know, like they don't need this shit. Like they find those type of people like really miserable and corny, whatever. But I'm not even gonna get into that. I don't need to get philosophical in the trading live stream because there's gonna be people rewatching this stream trying to just see how I entered and shit. They're like, I don't care for all the philosophical bullshit. Well, just execute, bro. Bro, there's no way we're taking this long to take London High. What is ES doing? Why did it come all the way back down here? Just the freedom for real. On holidays. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I cook as much as I do out. Yeah, I know what you're talking about, bro. Yo, part of me wants to just partial now and then like full TP at the -2 and in Asia highs. That's what I'm starting to think now. If I full TP here, I'd only be $200 under what the max I can have is for the consistency rule. So honestly, like that's more than enough for me. Yo, I just realized I completely forgot to trade on my fucking MFU. I just completely forgot about my funded futures. Did it just not fill me? Oh hell no, I'm closing. What the fuck? Are you serious? Yeah, all right. Full TP. Bang. There we go, guys. GG. We did it. We did it, guys. We hit full TP on stream for once, right? I don't think this is the first time it's happened, but definitely the first time that I remember, because a lot of my like as y'all know, most of my trades be off stream, bro. If you took that, send a W in the chat. If you took that, send a W in the chat. That's what the usual grifters be saying. That's what they be saying. All right, good shit, y'all. I don't. I mean, like, I think I'm done. Personally, like, again, like I full TP'd here. I do believe that we can go to this -2. I do believe we can go to this HI, but I have something to do like really soon. You know, so I got some shit to do. I think I'm gonna stay here for a little bit longer though. TJR, don't even compare me to TJR. Don't even compare me to TJR. Respectfully. Respectfully. Because like I'm like really advocate of like, being yourself. Like I'm 100% advocate of that. But that guy's a little bit odd. And plus he gives me I'm not even gonna throw that claim out here on live, but it's whatever, it's whatever. Maybe Zach, you might know what I'm talking about like what I think about who he is. He's a good person though, and he taught me like most of the first concepts I learned from TJR initially, like his old videos. Like I learned from them. I'll catch you, Matt. I'll see you soon, bro. Thank you for tuning in. I really appreciate that. How do you find drawn liquidity slash bias? Um, Basically, I base it off breakers. Like I just go on like if you go into the beginning of the stream, you'll see like how I what's that called again? Found it. Like I saw like a SMT above here. No wait, I saw SMT down here. Like we had SMT at this 2 p.m. low here with ES. Like NQ took it, ES didn't. And then I also see another 4-hour SMT. NQ took the previous 4-hour candle, and ES didn't. Right. So then I just try to pair it with a breaker. Right. Do we have a bullish breaker that could form on the 15-minute right here? Swing low, swing high, swing low. I mean, swing low, swing high, swing low. If we close above here, it's a breaker. That makes sense. Let's check the 1 minute. We also see that we have session SMT. Bro, my boy went through his mentorship. He tried to make him open up a credit card to pay for his mentorship. He didn't end up doing it because he realized he was scamming. TJR, you're serious? Actually, I'm not even gonna talk about politics on the stream, bro. I'm not even gonna do the politics on the stream, bro. Let's not. Let's not. Let's not. Let's not. Because I respect everyone who's up there who has taught people and is doing good. But I'm not even gonna say anything about my opinions. I respect most people in this space. Like for example, honestly, my biggest inspiration is Tanja Trades. That is the trader I respect the most in this community. That is the trader I respect the most in the community. She's my favorite trader because she goes live almost every day. She doesn't have anything to bullshit or lie with, and you know, like she's the one who got me started thinking like, oh, I can go live too, and stream. She's not selling a course. She doesn't have a Discord. I'm trying to follow the same route. I don't have a Discord. I'm going live when I can. I'm not really selling anything. Like I do have like 3 paid mentorship students, but I charge them less than 200. That's it. Like that's it. And I'm offering a refund if they feel like they're not getting their money's worth. Like I really don't care for the money off mentorships. I just wanted to make sure that if I'm gonna be hopping on a call, if they want to learn from me, I'm not gonna waste my time. Because as I've mentioned before, there's been so many people who've asked me to hop on calls with them, and then I will never hear from again. And I would spend like an hour and a half on that call, like teaching my model. You know. And I'm not saying it in any disrespectful way to anyone who has done that. and is watching your stream, this isn't like badly directed to you. It's just in general, like with my time, like I don't want to be doing that if at least if I'm at least not getting paid, So because I used to teach for free all the time. Like I was not like that. I was because like I myself am stubborn to pay people. I don't think I've paid anyone to learn from them. Still, Justin Werlin. I actually never tuned into. I know he's like one of those traders who like explains the market maker models and all that, but I never got into it. I do want to learn about market maker model. I want to learn everything about this shit. Like a part of me is saying like, oh, just stick to what you know because it's working. You don't need to learn anything else. But a part of me is like, oh, you want to get mastery at some point. But I don't know if I'm gonna see how it goes. Really, again, all I care about is if I'm making profits. I don't. If I'm making profits with what I know, I'll just continue at what I know. Oh, another trader I completely respect is T Trades. He doesn't do none of the flexing. He doesn't do none of the bullshit, none of the games. He is the biggest and the freest educator on the internet. I learned all of my concepts outside of TJR from him. Simplest videos. Like everyone knows that though. I don't even need to shout out fucking T Trades. Like it's disrespectful for me to even say his name, like even mention him. That's the GOAT right there. T Trades. That's the GOAT. Everybody know about T Trades, bro. And I'd be surprised when like people be trying to learn from me, and then what's it called again? Like they never heard of it. I'm like, yo, just watch the T Trades videos on this concept, etc., etc. But yeah, honestly, I'm honestly done for the day. I don't think I'm taking anything else. What can work, of course, is I think ES short. Like ES doesn't look like it's gonna take this London high. If we were to print a bearish breaker, it wouldn't be ridiculous to short it and then possibly take it to previous day low. Because like that again, like that was the only draw on liquidity I was looking at, where it's like shorts can play out. This previous day low right here. That wouldn't be ridiculous. But I'm not taking that because I got shit to do and I already want to trade. I don't even care that I didn't take it on MFU. I really care about my Tradeify because that's giving me the 3K payouts. So again, I appreciate y'all for tuning in. If y'all have any questions, if y'all want to reach out to me, I'm on Instagram at WickNQ. I'm also on TikTok. I'm right next to 200 followers. So if y'all can tune in, I'm actually gonna post right now. Like I'm actually gonna post right now. If you guys could all rush my TikTok really quick, I'd really appreciate it. Thank you guys all for tuning in. I am gonna end the stream early, a little bit, like what, 40 minutes early? Because I usually get off at 11:10, but I'm done right now. You know what I mean? All right, I just posted on TikTok. If y'all could go like that, I'd appreciate it. Leave a comment saying you came from the stream, and I'll give you a cookie. I'll give you a chocolate chip cookie. Actually, I'll give you more. I'll bake you a cake. Actually, I'll bake you a cake. I'll give you something. But yeah, I just posted on TikTok. I'd appreciate if y'all rushed it. I will have YouTube videos coming out. I'm gonna stop being lazy. Happy Friday. Enjoy your weekend, guys, and be safe for the rest of the trading session. I'll talk to you guys soon. Love y'all.